Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10 Modded Minecraft, where today we're gonna kick off from last time playing with a little bit of create and finishing up our power situations. So yeah, last time we were having a whole bunch of power problems. This guy, yeah, he just eats through, shut up phone, he just eats through the uraninite, so yeah, can't really use him. We have gotten back up over what we were at, but it's still not, I'm still not generating enough to keep this guy supplied for long periods of time. So I had to upgrade to these guys, and I'm upgrading the thermos, kind of like in the middle of that process. And that's going to be down here in this little shaft. Now, the plan with this right here is to have an elevator from Create actually right here. That's why there's just a big hole. But because I can fly, for right now, I just jump down and fly up. Alright, got an egg. Apparently there's a chicken in the water. But I did a little bit of decorating since last time. I put in these thick-framed lattices and gave them a smooth oak planks. So it just looks good. It looks like an actual mine shaft, kind of. But I did want to turn all that into regular stone, not the clear glass. The clear glass is just so that I can walk over here and not fall in. But yeah, I wanted to change out all this andesite, diorite, cobblestone, all into regular stone, but I may have run out of regular stone. So, and it's the same for this stuff up here. But today we're actually, I just realized something. There's no middle. That kind of ruins what I wanted to do, but I can still work with it. Because what I want to do is, obviously I want to pull the lava up from here, but I want to do it kind of in an aesthetic way. Oop, did not mean to press that. I want to have a big old fluid tank from Create to actually hold all this. Fluid tanks can be used to store large amounts of fluid. Yes, they can. And pipe networks can push and pull fluids from any side. And then fluid tanks can be combined to increase the total capacity, so they can be in a 2x2 or up to a 3x3. And that's what I want to do, is a 3x3. More than the 30 additional layers. And then we can actually see the lava by using the wrench. But this doesn't have a actual... I mean, technically this would be the middle if we counted that corner, but I'm not counting the corner because, like, this is only 4 right here that touched the lava pit, and it's only 4 right here that touched the lava pit. So instead, I'm going to knock out this beam right here. Got plenty of other beams to actually, quote-unquote, hold up the roof. And then from here, you're the middle. We're just gonna dig back a little bit. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4? That should be good enough. And then tanks. They're pretty easy to make. There's copper plates and some barrels. Although I don't think I have barrels. I have barrels on autocrat, but I don't have that many. I have like 2. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 times 5 is 45. So, barrel. So we want 44, because we already have one in the system. Alright, 44. Now we just take these and do this. We got 45. That should be enough to do this. There we go. And last. There we go. Now we're going to be pulling the lava in, not over the sides, but in through this wall. So I actually want to switch my pick back out. And we're going to have one. It's a good thing I have a magnet. We're going to have one in the middle of each of these little rows. Is right there good, or do I want it lower? I kind of want it lower, actually. That's good enough, yeah, right here. We'll have one right there, there, Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna be water right here, I think, isn't it? Yep, water. Knew it. So let me clear out this water real quick. Okay, after a little bit of digging, I got a little room to work with where I'll be pulling the lava in from. And to do that, of course, we're using these hose pulleys, but I also want to use these fluid pipes. Well, at least kind of. I want it to make it look like I'm using these fluid pipes, but not actually. Get back in the hole, stupid. Hey, stupid, get back in the hole. There. So, what I want to do is, right here, where they come in, I'm gonna have a copper casings, because you can actually cover pipes with copper casings. And then, from here on in, I want to take some fluid pipes, and then just, yeah, this is what I had a fear of. They're not connecting. Because what I wanted to do was make it look like the fluid pipes from Create were working out here, but they're not gonna. So, nope, not that. I kind of wanted to look something like this, where the fluid pipe stuck out a little bit, then into there, and then I would pull the rest of it through this fluid pipe. But that doesn't look like it's gonna be possible. Rude. I could just butt these guys right up against the wall, and then from here just use the pipes, because those do connect. We've already seen that. But I like the look of this a little bit more than I like the look of this. So, rude. Well, for now, either way, we'll go with this until I can figure out another way, because really, I want the quickness that the other pipes allow us to use. Like, these pipes allow us to pump in and out so much faster than these guys do, with less hassle. So, let's get you and you taken back out. I need to make a wrench from Create. But I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have any gold. I can make the cog really quick. I don't have any pressed gold. But we just do this. And later on, I will actually get this all straightened out. Excuse you. No. Why you be weird? Why you be weird again? Why you be weird again? Place the way I want you to, stupid. Thank you. Okay, place there and there. Doot. Doot. Okay. I'll just break in here. Do I have any? No, I don't. So I'll just do that. And then I know I have some pipes. Ultimate pipe thingies. And then I just connect all these guys up together. Oh, I need more pipes. And then I run these along here. Into the bottom of there. Now I need a crank. Did I put the crank in here? Yes, I did. Give me this glass spec. And then we just pop that guy on and sit here and let these hose pipes down. Alrighty, with all of these guys now submerged fully, I should... Oop. What the heck? How'd I end up over here? I should just be able to take my pipe wrench and pull from here. Are you... Okay, just a graphical bug. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing that. Are you pulling? No, it's not. Wonder what's with the graphical bug over here happening. But now we should... Is it at least filling up? It's filling up. It shouldn't be taking this lava, though. This should be an infinite source. Why is it taking this lava? I'm a little upset that it's taking this lava because this last layer of lava I actually manually put in because I wanted it to be uniform. Because, like, it only filled up to, like, this corner, and then that was it. But why is it taking this? Okay, fuck off. Stop that. Let me... Okay, I need to make some glasses, apparently, because this should be an infinite source. Because it's 10,000 blocks that make an infinite source. So let me go get those real quick. Okay, I've gotten my goggles and a wrench just to see how things are going. Now, thankfully, the goggles can also go in my curio slot. I don't have to have them in my actual head slot, like where my night vision goggles are. Huh. Is this really not a full... I'm confused. This should be an infinite source. Because when I had it up there, like right there, it was actually stopped. It stopped dumping lava. I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do now. This should be an infinite lava source. Let's go to the nether real quick. Okay, so this is where I've been tapping into the lava from the nether. Up there is where my home portal is, and I just came down through our little entrance. Where are you? It's over there somewhere. I think it's up there. Either way, or it might be over this. Either way. I'm tapping into the lava down here, and when I was doing this, I would just pop this guy here. That's loud, but you can see it says bottomless supply. So I don't understand what's going on. Because it should be saying the same thing up there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to repeat what I was doing before and hope this works. So, here's my jumbo tank filled with 1,000 buckets. I've got my fluid pipes. Just do this, and then do this. And now it should start filling up those corners. Unless it's already a bottomless supply. What the... So it's not filling up the corners, but it also doesn't say it's a bottomless supply. What's going on? Alright, so I raised the lava up a few layers, and already I think it's not gonna work, because I just put these back up, and these have already taken from there, and they're not saying infinite, so just touch it into there, and yeah, it's still not saying infinite, despite me raising it up like 4 more blocks? What in the world? Y'all might be thinking, well, why don't you just go to the nether and use that thing? It's already infinite, and just chunk load it. Don't wanna. I don't want to do that. I want to have a place here in the overworld where I can just go and have all my lava, and this is starting to frustrate me. Okay, I raised it up again, so hopefully now this will work. It's a lot higher up than I actually kind of wanted it, because now, ooh, I'm okay. Because now these guys really don't have that much room for decoration like I wanted, but if it works, it works. So now I just gotta go back here, and okay, where's my shrinking device? Thank you. There we go, shrunk. Now, you, it's pulling. I'm just gonna pull from the 1 for now, and I don't see any lava missing. That's good. That's good. That's good. Bottomless supply. About time. Okay, cool. Cool. That's good news. That means that all of these will now be considered bottomless supplies. I don't know why it wasn't earlier, because normally whenever create is done making a infinite supply, it won't pump in any more lava. And that's what I was basing this off from. So, like, being small has problems. I'm not small anymore, okay. When I had it up over here and when I had it right here, both of them wouldn't dump any more lava into this basin, so I was like, oh, okay, it's already considered an infinite supply, so I can just continue on with today's project. But then it was like, no, let's not do that. Let's make this guy work even harder than he has to. But now, hopefully, we just do this, and this will fill up. Yes, it will, although I am dumb because I have forgotten to... Dang it. Didn't want to do that. I've forgotten to put in all of the upgrades that these are gonna need. And you. And I'm gonna have to go up and then over. Place in that upgrade. Place in that upgrade. And this already filled up, so I'm not surprised. But then we can just do... No, not you. This. And now we have something functional, but not so much aesthetically pleasing like I wanted. But I suppose I can still kind of... I was planning on using these anyways, the middle girders, to get some neat little design going on, so I probably should have closed my way up yet. Because I was going to have these middle girders. Why are you... Alright, I can use the wrench. I want this to attach to each of these. I was going to have this rope like suspending these guys, but it looks like that's not gonna be possible. Nope, don't want that the way it looks. I want like that. There. Now it looks like that beam is supporting these guys and they're just attached like this. That's kind of what I wanted, except I wanted these ropes to like be in between it, so I wanted it kind of like this. Oh, no, not you. Not like that. I was gonna have something like this set up to where the rope was dangling these guys and then it was a quote-unquote attached to this metal girder. Oh wait, I can do not that. I can just do this bottom piece. Oh, I can do just the bottom piece. Yeah, this is what I was going for. This is what I was going for. But things didn't quite work out that way, now did they? Let's get back upstairs and get the other stuff finished. Actually, before that, we need to put these ender tanks down here, just temporarily. I'll make it look better later on, but I need to start pulling this. Actually, hang on. That's already filled back up. Cool. I'm dumb. Can I take this straight out? Yes, I can. Dang it. There's no way I can clear that unless I do that. Actually, that works. There we go. Get out of there. Okay. Now I want orange dye because it's lava, so yes. Now there is no lava in there. It just still shows that icon because that's what was last in there. If we do this, we should now have access. See how that one still shows the orange lava, but this one doesn't? That's just because the texture, that's what was last in there. Last in there was nothing, so void. So we hook that up, and now that it's got its color coded, there's my pipes. Now we do that, and it starts filling up both of them. I love ender tanks. They're nice. But like I said, these are just going to be temporarily placed down like this. I'll make them look a little bit better later on. This is just so that I can transport the lava wirelessly to our new Nitro Magmators. So yeah, everything is now Nitro versioned. I just gotta hook this guy up right here. And then plumb him in with my wrench, which is, there you are. Just do this and do that. And now all of these are being fed. Now, right now, the power is going nowhere because it wasn't connected yet. Because I just wanted to make sure it was all going to do this. And it looks like the lava's staying nice and fed. Like, there's no hiccups up here. If we go down here, we shouldn't see any hiccups in the lava. Over here either. No, it just says less, but it's actually... The number's not moving, which is a good thing. It means it's working just fine. And the lava is staying at the same level, so yeah, it's working right. So, now that we have our problems from last time, or well, not even our problems from last time, really. Our lava situation taken care of. We can now hook that up, and we are now going to have a lot more power coming in. It's generating 20 KFE. Nice. All right. Wait, does that say 160 FE max extract? Huh. Okay. Well, that's fine. But now we should have plenty of power for a little while. I say that, you know, knowing that I've said that like 3 times before and it still hasn't been enough, but you know what? I'm hoping, okay? I'm a hopeful guy, all right? But now we can play with create a little bit more. And one of the things I want to do is I want to get this elevator in already. Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and designed what I think is kind of an acceptable elevator. I'm not too happy with it. I am happy with actually most of it, just not so much with the door or the roof. but that's because I have the roof going to be doing something else. I'm essentially going to be having like a crane-like deal right here that's going to lower and raise the elevator. And if we look down in this little hole, you can see it just going to go all the way down there. And then down here, I just blocked off the actual entrance. But we need power going to it. We're actually going to need quite a few things. We're going to need the elevator pulley, some brass casings, some brass, the contraption controls, some water wheels, a rotational speed controller, and redstone contacts, all just to get this elevator going. Now, the brass is fairly easy, and so is the water wheels. The water wheels I already actually have on AutoCraft, because I just did that in between. So we're just going to make 10 of those. But then to get brass, we can do the mystical agriculture way shortly. The auto crafting is already done. Or we can alloy smelt 3 copper and some zinc. So if we take some of this and some zinc, I don't have very many, but I have some, so I can still get some brass. And it'll give me 4, so that's nice. And, oh, well, that was a quest. But then I also need to actually put... I need to put some logs down. Gimme. Because this is... Oh, no. The weapons over here. Because, of course, this is also how you make brass casings. Is by, like, with the andesite casings, where you put andesite on strip logs, you put brass. And there we go. On strip logs. And it does that. Pull this bad boy back out. And there we go. So that's that. So now we should be able to make the elevator pulley. There we go. Water wheels, take those out. And then we're going to need the redstone contacts. Because, let's see, we're going to need 3 of them, but I think it creates it, yeah, in stacks 2. We're gonna need these because this is how we tell what floors are, and then this is what will... Oh, electron tubes, I forgot about these. So we're gonna need some rose quartz and some sandpaper. So we just take some sand and some paper if we have it. Yeah, we do. We still have quite a few sand. I'm just gonna take a little bit for now. Put 1 in our offhand and 1 not. And we just do this. And we get the rose quartz. We only need a little bit right now, so I'm just gonna do that. And then we do this to this to this. Electron tube. Contraption controls. I don't think I need one for this. Oh. That's a whole nother process. So we've got the contraption controls. We've got almost everything else. Now, for making an elevator, you are going to want to glue down everything, and I've already gone ahead and done that. This whole thing is all glued up. So we're going to go in here. Redstone contact there and there. Although this bad boy needs to be rotated. So if I do this, it should rotate. Yes. Here we go. And it lights up whenever it meets another redstone contact. Then put that back in place. We're going to put the contraption controls right there because that'll, you know, be the elevator button. And then up here, we're just going to go up a few blocks. Place this bad boy. Hopefully it's... This is the way I want. Yes, because I want this rotational right here. And then, ordinarily, I would want to use an alternator, but it doesn't seem like that's actually in this pack. Because there is alternator, as you can see, nothing. Creates one of the Create expansions actually has an alternator that uses RF to rotate things, but yeah, doesn't look like we have that in this one. So We are going to need some shafts. Because for now, I'm just going to take this bad boy off the edge here. Is that far enough? No, it is not. Doot, doot. Alright, that's far enough. We're just going to do this. I think I placed... Oh, nope, I just placed one wrong. In reality, we only need one to get this going, but just for proof of concept, water buckets. We're gonna place this guy right here. Nope, not right there. Right there. There we go. Now this bad boy is generating 512, but these guys aren't generating anything. So this should be enough, regardless, to actually get this turned on. Oop, yeah, there we go. That was a weird little graphical glitch, but it did stick together. And as you can see, this changed color, which makes it a elevator contact. And the one underneath will have also changed, but you can only see the thing in the back. Now there is no other connection, so there's no floor. So we're going to want to actually jump down here. Oh, hey, there's you can see the contacts. But then we place the other contact down here in line, not with that contact, but the outside contact. And it would also change to an elevator contact. So now, if we go upstairs and use the elevator, we should now see that we can scroll wheel and get -1 for the other level. Oh my lord. Also, well, poo. It looks like my door didn't come with us. Nope, my door did not come with us. So we're gonna have to figure out another door solution, but now I get to ride this elevator all the way to the bottom, which is going so very slow. I'll speed that up in between episodes, guys. But that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.